Hey there, welcome back to the Casual Ethnographer. Today's episode kicks off a little three-part series that dives into the basics of evolution. First up, a crash course into adaptation by natural selection. Let's get into it.
We are all adapted to our environments. Humans, animals, even the plants clinging to seaside cliffs. In this episode, we're taking a broad look at how living organisms change over time to better fit the conditions around them. Let's start with Charles Darwin. He was an Englishman from a wealthy family who loved exploring nature. He eventually set sail on a scientific voyage to South America, where he observed both living creatures and fossils that didn't quite match what scientists expected. This experience led him to an idea that would challenge the scientific community of his day, that species change slowly over generations. We now know that idea as evolution.
You could say that he shook up the science world, but he backed it up with observations that still hold up today.
Darwin proposed a process for how these changes happen, and in 1838 he outlined 3 requirements, now called Darwin's Postulates. These 3 ideas make up the process we know as natural selection. Postulate 1. Populations can grow infinitely, but the resources in their environment are limited. Postulate 2. Individuals within a population vary, and some of those differences help them survive and reproduce. Postulate 3. Those helpful traits get passed on from parent to child.
Want an example? Let's talk about finches.
You know, the famous Darwin's finches from the Galápagos Islands. 2 Princeton biologists, Rosemary and Peter Grant, studied those birds for decades. They caught them, measured them, banded them, and kept detailed records. And then something unexpected happened. A drought hit the island. During the drought, most of the usual seeds the birds ate disappeared. What was left were large, hard seeds, much tougher to crack open. The researchers watched closely. Which birds could still eat? The answer came down to beak depth. Birds with deeper beaks were better equipped to open the hard seeds. They survived, had babies, and passed those deep beaks on to the next generation. Nature, through the drought, had selected for deep-beaked birds. That's survival of the fittest, not the strongest, but the ones best fitted to their environment.
It's worth noting these adaptations usually don't happen overnight. It often takes many generations for these big changes to take shape, but even tiny variations can matter, and over time, they add up.
This episode just scratches the surface, but if this sparked your curiosity, maybe you'll explore a little more. A college course in biological anthropology is a great place to start. Or grab a book like the one I used for today's episode, How Humans Evolved by Boyd and Silk.
And before I let you all go, let's take a quick stop off at Shelf Indulgences. This past week, we read chapters 3 and 4 in The Gift of Fear.
This week in Shelf Indulgences, I'm continuing The Gift of Fear by Gavin to Becker. And the further I go, the more I believe every woman should read this book. Chapters 3 and 4 are packed with insight, not just about danger, but about the power of our intuition. That internal alarm bell we're often taught to silence in favor of politeness. Chapter 3 is called The Academy of Prediction, and it explores how every person, through their lived experience, becomes an expert in detecting the behavior patterns that matter most to them. The key is trusting what you have learned. If something feels off, it probably is. Chapter 4, Survival Signals, breaks down how predators try to manipulate their way past your boundaries. There's a chilling clarity in how Becker lays these tactics out. Forced teaming, unsolicited promises, charm that feels just a little too slick. Each one is a red flag dressed up in a smile. He makes it very clear, your intuition is not irrational. It's ancient, it's wise, and it exists to keep you safe. These chapters made me reflect on how early we need to be having these conversations with our daughters. Based on both research and lived experience, I'm seriously considering introducing this book around age 12. It's heartbreaking that we have to equip our girls so young, but it's empowering too, because knowledge really is a kind of armor. The author makes mention of a specific self-defense course that he holds in high regard. It is called Impact, IMPACT, and it is something that I will be looking into for myself and for my daughters. I have included a link in the description. Next week, I'll be diving into chapters 5 and 6, Imperfect Strangers and High Stakes Predictions. I hope you'll join me then. Until then, have a great week and enjoy your reading.
Thanks for being here today for this peek into natural selection. In the next part of this series, we'll move into a quick intro into genetics. Nothing too complex, I promise. In the meantime, stay curious, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're learning something new. And as always, thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. I'll see you next time.